Lafayette moved up to number 14 in the FCS coaches poll after dismantling Marist in Week 3, and the Leopards improved to 12-1 in their last 13 regular season games against FCS opponents. Dean DeNoble was efficient in the 56-14 win, completing 20 of 23 passes for 241 yards and a touchdown. Jamar Curtis scored 3 rushing touchdowns for the second straight week. Hi, I'm Maria Tribal-Peace in the Patriot League studio. The Ivy League opens its 2024 season in Week 4, and 6 of the 8 teams open up against Patriot League opponents. That includes 2 of the 3 co-champions from 2023. All 7 games this weekend will be on ESPN+, and the slate opens with Princeton at Lehigh. Dartmouth shared the 2023 Ivy League title and will host Fordham at 1, while Patriot League co-champion Holy Cross welcomes in Ivy League co-champion Yale. The Bulldogs have lost 3 of their last 4 meetings against Holy Cross, including a 38-14 loss in Worcester in 2022. Holy Cross rushed for 253 yards in that win. The ground attack led the way in Holy Cross's first win under new head coach Dan Curran. Sophomore back Jaden Clairvaux ran for 80 of Holy Cross's 193 yards rushing as the Crusaders scored 28 unanswered points over the second and third quarters to win 43-22 at Bryant. The win was refreshing after losing the season's first 2 games by a combined 4 points.
3 games in, you can certainly look at this group and certainly see that there is an identity there. That's something we talk about is, being a physical outfit and being a group that's going to compete for 60 minutes and play together. They've done that the first 3 weeks. I'm really glad they got rewarded for their efforts this past week. And the other thing I think that's exciting is this group is getting better every single week. And with all the new faces and some guys in bigger roles and some guys playing really for the first time, I think it's really a good sign for us and where we're headed. And obviously we got to take another big step forward this week and continue to get better. We got the reigning Ivy League champs coming into our place. We know it's going to be a big task.
Lehigh is riding a 2-game winning streak as it welcomes in Princeton for Week 4. The Tigers led the Ivy League in defense and was 6th in the FCS last season, allowing 17.5 points per game. The ground game has led Lehigh in its 2 wins, and sophomore Luke Yoder has been at the forefront of it all, scoring touchdowns in all 3 weeks. After rushing for 644 yards on 135 carries as a freshman, he has 209 yards in the first 3 weeks, including 94 yards on 23 carries last week. Colgate and Cornell will renew their rivalry this weekend, meeting for the 105th time since 1896. The Raiders, who are 30-8 since 1980, will look to even the overall series at 51 wins apiece. Colgate, which won last year's matchup 35-25, enters this Saturday's contest at 0-3, but those losses include games against FBS Akron and number 5 Villanova. Lafayette went 2-0 against the Ivy League last season, and that included a 24-3 win over Columbia. Jamar Curtis ran for 145 yards and 2 touchdowns in the win, and the Leopards will look to make it 2 straight against Columbia on Saturday. To watch all the games this weekend, download the ESPN app or go to patriotleague.tv. We'll see you back here next week.